everyone, welcome back to my channel, Mixed Signals. You guys, today I just wanted to share a story with you about the time that my sister assaulted me. She kept my phone hostage for the weekend. She ended up cutting off all my hair at her job and getting fired, and she ended up throwing all my clothes out of the window, and at the end of it goes to jail. So you guys, my sister's 11 years older than me, and I don't remember having a great relationship with her as a toddler, okay? We have different fathers, both of us biracial, our mother's Caucasian. One thing that I remember my mother used to do, even when I was like 4 or 5, so she was like 15, 16 years old, is my mother would ask my sister to do my hair. And one thing is that my sister got made fun of like brutally bad, like horribly about her hair. Had no idea how to do her hair. My mom didn't really know how to do her hair. So she got made fun of. So one thing I believe now is that she would take that, anger and rage and hatred out on me. We had different textures of hair. Her hair was a bit more kinkier than mine, and mine was like a wavy curl. So one thing my sister or my mom would ask my sister to do is to do my hair for the day or something, or if I had to go somewhere or do something, she'd be like, oh, do Nicola's hair. So I remember it would be so bad that I'd be crying. My sister, she loved to have her friends around laughing at me. And guys, again, I'm like 5, okay? And she would be brushing my hair back into a ponytail, and I'd be crying because I could feel, like it felt like I could feel the comb in my scalp, like digging, almost like nails in your scalp. It was terrible. My sister, if I started crying, she would grab my ponytail and say, stand up, Nicola. Now sit down. Now stand up. And I would be, bawling to where my body would be like hyperventilating. I would be all over the place, like screaming. And I remember there would be times that her friends would be like, oh my gosh, we'll call her Sarah. Sarah, calm down. Like, your sister's really crying. Oh, she's faking it. She's a liar. This is what she does for attention. And they would be like, well, I don't think you need to brush her hair anymore. Like, it would be pretty bad. Now, let's get into the story. So my sister, I was 18 years old at the time, and I decided, well, let me go visit my sister. I'm going to get a break from this area. I just graduated, I was like, I just want to, go and experiment, the world, and why not go see my sister? Maybe things will be different in our relationship. No, it's never different. First day that I was there, I was texting with my boyfriend all the time, and my sister immediately was jealous of that. And I remember her coming up and snatching my phone from me. And she goes, you're not going to be on the phone anymore because you're being rude and disrespectful. You came out to visit me, but you're on the phone with your boyfriend the whole time. Mind you, just a quick tit of information for you. I had never seen my sister with a man or a woman. So I think that I'm 18 and having a boyfriend, she was very jealous and, again, hateful towards me for that, envious. So she kept my phone hostage, and she told me, don't fight, don't argue with me, be pleasant while you're here, stop disrespecting me, and you can have it back tomorrow after we, do your hair. And I was like, oh my gosh, I don't want to fight with you. I don't want to argue. I want, us to have an okay relationship. I don't care, like, not a big deal. Now, the next morning, I get up about 9:30. My sister has to be to work at 10:30. And I'm like, well, here, just give me my phone so I can figure out how to get to the salon or whatever. And it was a pretty, like, how do I say this, like a high traffic area, well-known salon, where she was like, you're not going to have any problems. Just get on this bus. It'll lead you right to, the front of the salon, and then just walk around this corner, whatever. And I'm like, okay, but still, what if something happens to me? You don't want to give me my phone back? Anything can happen. She was like, girl, ain't nobody want you. Nobody cares about you. And I'm like, oh, okay. So thanks. So I, get on the bus, safely arrive, get to the salon, and guys, when I'm coming in the door, my sister's like, this is, my little sister Nicola, and don't we look alike, but I look younger, huh? And her, friends, coworkers, just being light in the mood. They're offering me iced tea, coffee, whatever I want, warm towel, to clean my hands, slippers, and a robe that you get to wear. And I'm just like, woo, everything is forgotten. I love this treatment. This is exactly why I came here. And oh, this was worth a, argument. Okay. So we get to my sister's chair, and she's got her coworker. Now, my sister wasn't like in the middle of the salon, in the front, on the side, or the left. She was like in the back corner of the salon where nobody could really see her. And I remember, kind of making fun and being like, wow, so are you like the little redheaded stepchild? Like, why are you all the way back here in the corner where you're not being seen? And she was like, because I like it back here, Nikki. And I'm like, oh, okay, weird. Now, her coworker and friend is next to her, like kind of like talking back at me too. Like, we love it back here because we get to talk about everybody and we get to gossip and we get to have a good time. And I'm like, yeah, whatever, let's just cut my hair, And so my sister does this consultation, and I'm like, well, just a trim, guys. My hair, it's kind of short right now. It's about here. So when I was 18, my hair was all the way down to here, okay? Lower than my mid-back. And I was like, just a trim, like 2 inches. And I'll never forget. My sister goes, really? That's all you think you need? And I was like, yeah, about 2 inches. I just got it cut like 6 months ago, 2 inches. So yeah, about 2 inches. And she was like, oh no, your split ends are all the way up to here, Nicola. We got to cut that. And I'm like, oh, we're not cutting my hair. We're just trimming it. Okay. Now, on my texture of hair, you're going to do a dry cut, okay? It was already straightened, already ready, and then do like a little, feathering of the bangs and stuff like that, and just the front, not layers, but just feathering, you're cutting off those dead ends, split ends. Now, I'll never forget, my sister goes, stand up, and then I stand up, and she cuts the 2 inches, okay? I'm sitting down, I'm just sitting there waiting for her to come around front. And her and her coworker are talking, and all of a sudden I hear right in the middle, like right here. Instant tears come to my eyes. And I'm like, and I'm like, I just start bawling. And I'm like, no! Like in the salon. I mean, I'm uncontrollably crying, and my sister is like this, squeezing my head. Nicola, people are going to come over here. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. Like this tight. And I'm like, ah! And her coworker is like standing back like this. Oh my gosh. Sarah, oh my God, why would you do that? And she's getting scared. Watch this. Both the managers come rushing over. Hey, what's going on over here, they said. And I'm like, she cut all my hair. And I'm crying, and my sister's hysterically laughing. Her friend, her coworker, both the managers are like, Sarah, I don't really know what's so funny about this. I know this is your sister, but you better fix this. And she was like, no. She said she wanted her hair cut. Yeah. And to her friend, and her friend's like, just looking down away from her. And she's like, yeah, but she said she wanted her hair cut. She just didn't realize it had to be cut this much because she had so many split ends, and she is rambling. And I remember that her manager like leaned in and was like, fix it. Walks back. They both go over to the front. And I remember the whole time they're watching my sister, and I'm just sitting there with my hands crying like this. Guys, I ended up coming out of there looking like Chucky, okay? Because I couldn't even keep my head straight. I was crying so bad. Mind you, my sister's hair was this short, 2 inches maybe, tight to her scalp, right? And I'm just bawling, and I'm like, where's my phone? Where's this? Where's that? And her coworker offered to give us a ride home, and I said, I can't even be around her, and we're right at the front, and my sister ends up paying for it, and you could just see everybody, the managers, all the front desk were like just like in shock what my sister had done. And we walk out, and I said, I'm not going anywhere with you guys. And I'll never forget, my sister comes up to me and she goes, you probably just got me fired for that. wow, thank you. You're so embarrassing. Look, once again, look at you seeking attention. And I'm like, you cut off all my, effing hair. I was like, you're lucky I don't put my hands on you right now. And she was like, oh, you want to do something? And I was like, I said, she'd already given me back my phone. I think she was really afraid because I'm asking her in front of her coworkers, give me back my phone. And, oh, here, oh, I'm sorry, you left it over there. Like, like crazy. So, my sister goes to her house first, and I'm like, I don't know, probably 25, 30 minutes behind her. You guys, I'm walking up the street, just my head down, just miserable. And I'm like, oh my God, all this work I put into my hair, like, I really would take care of my hair. Everything that I've done, and she just ruined it, where I was like, this is it for me. Guys, I come up to the side of her apartment building. She's at the top. She's the manager of this apartment complex, and underwear falls on me. And I'm like, ooh, ooh. And then I look down, I'm like, oh my God, that's my pants. That's my shirt. So I start picking it up. There's a guy coming down the street. My bra falls right in front of him. And he was like, do you know whose clothes these are? Both of us are looking up at my sister, and she's looking like this and then jumps away from the window. And he was like, I think that's my apartment manager. What the heck's going on? I'm like, I don't know, but these are all my clothes. Oh my God, and I'm grabbing my clothes. I'm so embarrassed. You guys, I go running in. Normally you'd have to be buzzed in to get into her building, but luckily somebody was walking right into the front at the time that I was running up the stairs, and I just ran straight up all these steps to her floor, and her door was like this much open, cracked open. And I just went in, I put all my clothes. I said, what's your problem? She's like, I told you probably got me fired. Me and my coworker, she's giving me crap on the way home. I'm so humiliated by you. She's not gonna, have my back about the story. And I'm like, you were already thinking of a story? Like, that's how insane she is. Like, you're already thinking of how to save your behind? My hair is chopped off, looking like Chucky out here. You're throwing my clothes out of the window. Then, you guys, my sister, I said, listen, stop touching my stuff. I will go stay with my grandparents. I'm getting my stuff. She said, no, you're not going to go anywhere. I'm going to throw all your crap out of the window. She was like, and then you're going to stay here by yourself and I'll go. And I'm like, no, you know what? Whatever. So I stand up, and my sister just comes at me, and she, goes to punch me in the face. And I just moved to the side, and boom, met her right in her mouth. And she was so like, she pushed her all the way back, so shocked. All she, guys, reached for her cell phone, called 911 immediately. And I was like, okay, that's fine. I said, because I got a phone now, I can call them too. I called exactly, guess what? They didn't pick up her phone call. My phone call went right through. I said, listen, my sister, she's assaulted me. She cut off all my hair. I said, I have witnesses. I'm on the phone with her. I said, she's throwing all my stuff out of the window. I said, she just tried to hit me, and I defended myself and hit her back. Guys, within like 4 minutes, police were there. There was 2 females and 2 males. The 2 females walk into the apartment, and the 2 males are like a couple, minutes behind them. Now, there is a Caucasian female and a black female, and the Caucasian female is over talking to my sister, and she goes, who called the cops first? And my sister's like, well, I did because she hit me. And she goes, well, that's not the same story that we got, it's that you tried to hit her. And she goes, well, and then I start talking, and I said, she cut off all my hair. She threw all my stuff out of the window, and they were like, yeah, we saw it when we came up. There's a woman's clothes. Those are your clothes? I said, yes. And they're asking my sister, did you throw her clothes out of the window? She was like, no, I didn't. She was doing that. She was so angry at me. She was doing that because I cut her hair a little shorter than what she wanted. Guys, just straight lying to the cops. Literally, I go, enough of this. I said, she hit me first. And she was like, well, you hit me back. That's when the police, the Caucasian officer was like, okay, hands behind your back. You just admitted that you were the one who punched her first. What Nicola was doing was self-defense. And my sister goes, well, she's not coming to jail too. She hit me first. She needs to come too. And they were like, ma'am, on top of you taking her phone, okay, you cut her hair off and you just tried to assault her, let alone you've thrown all her clothes out of the window. You guys, at the end of this, my sister did end up going to jail, and she also got fired from her job. That's how, you know, not that I felt like, ooh, revenge. It was like I had instantly been redeemed. Like I had instantly felt like that's what you get. Okay. My sister and I, ever since then, most of our lives, we have had a very up and down relationship. I haven't talked to her in like 4 years now. And ever since I turned 18, there'd be like 3 years I didn't talk to her, 4 years I didn't talk to her. You know, where now it's like I just choose not to speak to her anymore. And I'm okay with that. Things like this, that, like I said from the beginning, that she was the only person who would put hands on me. My own mother wouldn't do that. Lets you know the hatred and rage, the jealous and the envy that she had in her heart for me. Okay. Her and I, of course, as siblings are, you don't have the same experiences being raised. Okay. My mother used to be physically abusive to her. So when my sister saw that I wasn't being physically abused, she took all that rage and anger out on me. You know, and that's the thing, you guys, is that these people to your face are one way, but behind, like, guys, behind the career, okay, they're completely, I didn't do that. I don't know what she's talking about. No, that's what she wanted. Okay. She went in instant actress mode. Like I've told you guys before, they're out here trying to win the Academy. All right, you guys, allow that to sink in.